all hell King Darius.
Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans.
I like this white girl with the big booty, so I wiped her up. Don't call her Judy. Then I flicked her, call me Doug Flutie. Got all the riches, that's my royal duty. So blessed it just came to me. Pally gang, we don't play Gucci. That's a family name. Now they all groupies, not a golf game, so I can't meet our whole nine. You are just mad cause she's all mine, and I just gave her my whole nine. White picket fence in the whole nine. Now we just gaining a whole lot. Shot to my man, see the swole guy. Bang getting sore by the minute. This just the game and we in it. Way too much playing and sinning. You might just say we backslidden. Kids nowadays, they just clout chasing. Popping mollies, heart racing. Popping ollies, Nigel Houston. In and out, the institution. Just water, no pollution. Caught a case, retribution. Hella problems, no solution. You were my hitter, but now I'm confused. Cause we was just chopping, but we ain't talked since. We was so close, just like Jazzy and Prince. I am someone that you will not convince. That cheating on wifey was your first offense. Come against me and the title I'll clinch. You're an idea, nigga, I am the wrench. How you gon' win if you sit in the bench? Heads in the clouds, but the work in the trench.
Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans.
Wi-Fi nigga, meet me backstage. Why cry nigga, just act your age. Lie, sinner, go and get saved. Brown nigga, king of LA. I am just stuck in my ways. Reply nigga, don't leave me hanging. Good guy lately, I've been debating. Bye nigga, might as well face it. Too old for all this petty shit. Too woke to get litty lit. 5 years, I had 3 kids. I said, baby, look what your kitty did. Got them new J's, but they barely fit. Feeling Popeye with all the spinach. Wardrobe staying black lately. Copped a bootleg from St. Vintage. 716, I'm from Buffalo. 6 feet under, I'm talking hella snow. Hella snow, I'm talking hella cold. Mafia, no Capone. Darius on the throne. There he is, come alone. Pac and Biggie, stupid flow. Fresh Prince, mop and glow. Coming at me with the fake demands. Then you want to shake my hand with a grand gesture. Kneel down like I'm Killmonger. You can bury me with my ancestors. 17, she was 21, was a little kid, but I impressed her. Love that girl to my upper 90s like I'm starting forward for Manchester.
Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans. Thought I had nothing, but I got the fam. Ain't motivated, but I got some fans. No money, but I got some plans. Too faded, no Zans.
Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ayy, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mounds of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just win. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Yeah. Ay. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon. A demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, a demon, a session, we killing the pack. We slaying witches and demons, making a list like I'm Steven. This ain't the Garden of Eden, playing this game, it's not even. I come with soldiers and legions, that is my name that you speaking. All of y'all live for the weekend, I don't know what you believe in. Y'all got the diamonds and I got the rubies. She rocking the two-piece and look like a snack. Stay out of trouble, but I got a new scheme. I'm sipping on wine while they sipping on that. I done told y'all if I see it, I cop it. You see what we rocking, we dripping all black. You being off, you seen this deposit. We brought a few bags and there's more in the back. I got riches storing up in heaven. I'm a big gorilla, I got ape aggression. Young and jaded like an adolescent. I'm slightly faded like an evanescent. Brand new villa up on the East Coast. You better come through because we stay progressing. If you roll with us, you better unpack before God teaches you an eternal lesson. Roll with me, you're gonna learn something. Roll with me, you're gonna earn some. We in the forest like we Fern Gully. If it's filling off, I discern some. Clean hearts, but we stay muddy. Too smart, but we stay study. Stank face, cause we too ugly. All these jokers think they too funny. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, a demon, the session, we killing the pack. We go from humble to flexing. You DM, I'm texting. She hit me right back. I'm on the move, I'm not stressing. The king to these peasants, you know that's a fact. Y'all hate the press, y'all elect him. A press for 11, I gave him a stack. I use these words as my weapon, a demon, the session, we killing the pack. Man, it's too early in the morning for this shit. But let's get it. Yeah. Ay, all of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. I'm dropping slappers to hell with an album. Might fuck around and go see Jimmy Fallon. I multiply while you bury your talents. Cause I'm like a hawk when I bury my talents. Guess what I'm saying? I pray on these niggas. There was a day when I'd pray for these niggas. Now I got nothing to say to these niggas. I pray that God does away with these niggas. I keep my friends close, but my enemies closer. My mental is gross, but my verses are kosher. These girls going wild, but I'm not a poacher, so I just keep shining like Elon, I'm solar. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole open nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green. Gotta make this money, only game I know. I'm the only king, this ain't no Game of Thrones. Everybody wanna be a fucking king until it's time to do what a king does. Everywhere I look, it's just kids and drugs. Everywhere I look, it's just gangs and thugs. Can't tame the guns, can't save our loved ones. I grew my funds and I called the plug. Then I filled my lungs, I don't mess with that new shit. Y'all talking tough, but ain't none of y'all do shit. Y'all chasing money, you want the exposure. Y'all think y'all funny and snake Gucci loafers. I don't give disclaimers, I rap full disclosure. These niggas all think they were born in October. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have stacks on plus stacks when I'm older. Stacks when I'm older. Yeah, stacks when I'm older. The only thing different between you and I is that I also have millions in cash when I'm older. All of y'all talking, but I just went. Papa Swole, put nuts on they chin. Like Everson K2 get mountains of cash. Looked in the crowd, saw my name on the ass. You made them bands, now your money is spent. I stash away about 40%. Empire with honey like I'm Gary V. My bennies are blue, but the product is green.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym.
I shouldn't. Do it.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
I don't work with the males, because I used to be one.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, beaches, booshes, bustas, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you beaches. Welcome to the show. Got a little hair going on there. Welcome to the show, fam. 3459. Today, obviously, I am rocking the amazing NotRetarded.com. Go to the greatest website in the realm, NotRetarded.com. Check it out. That being said, let's get into today's episode. We got a lot to jump into. Hashtag Friday Gains Day for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll get that out at the end of today's episode. And we're going to get it started by kicking it off with some merch from the Swole fam. We got this one from Pito. Pito, let's get into it. Drum roll, please.
What's in the box?
Pito, was that B or D23? It's mirrored, of course, so I can't read it backwards that quickly. It says, who went to the fucking gym? Comment below. Hashtag GTTFG. Tagging your boy, Papa Swole, with the Go to the Fucking Gym merch. Absolutely fantastic. Thanks for the good start, Pito. Peto. Right? I don't want to say Pito. All right, we'll call you Big P. We'll call you Big P. Thanks for sharing. Go to the fucking gym. That's some great merch right there. All right. Fam, you know what time it is. Put your nips together and let's do it. It's time for Rate My Meal. Okie dokie. All right, jumping in the deep end. Let's see what we got here. Hopefully, it's delicious. We don't know. We don't know. First one, Brent Reuter. It looks like a big old pan of beef. I will eat that. Get in my belly. Let's fucking go. I'm a fan. I'll take it.
Are you not entertained?
I'll take it, Brent.
Are you not entertained?
Next one. All right, let's keep the gain train going. Let's see if we can keep this alive. Danny Harlan, chicken parm, keto, almond flour, and low carb sauce. All right. Keto. I mean, I'm not a fan of, I don't like almond flour. I don't like any of those ultra processed flours. I think almonds are, low carb sauce sounds gross, but I guess depends on what you're putting in. Are you making it yourself? But quality chicken and raw cheese, you can get some high quality Parmesan. It's all right. It's all right. You know, it's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I mean, not for me. Not for me. But of course, I look at this and there's worse things you can eat, but I'd stay away from the gimmicks. Just personally, I'd stay away from the gimmicks. But of course, we've eaten things like chicken pizza where you make the crust out of chicken. So sometimes you feel like being culinary. I will say if you have a craving for chicken parm, you're better off making it at home. So get some pasture-raised chicken. You can get some high-quality raw cheese. I don't know if they make raw Parmesan. I don't know if that's one that you can do raw. Anyway, you can get quality stuff and make it yourself, I suppose. Not a fan of like the chicken parms and these types of things, to be honest, my entire life. Overrated, tremendously overrated. Any kind of like pot pies or porridges or lasagna, chicken parm, always been gross to me. I always thought those were tremendously overrated. I don't get it. People just want to eat mush. I'm not talking about this meal. I'm just saying in general, any of these types of I don't know, maybe just too much fat, not enough protein kind of thing. I don't know. I don't like the consistency. Lasagna always grossed me out. Dave Painter is painting me a picture of something that I will not be eating. I'll not be eating. I will not eat that. I don't want that. I don't know what that is on the side. Did your cat puke on the side of that? What is this, fam? I can't give my rating.
What the fuck is that?
I can't give my rating. I don't know if I can't tell what it is. That looks like some sort of Chinese-ish food or lo mein, or is that rice? Is there beef in there? If I don't know what the fuck it is, I can't rate it. Dave, can I call you DP? I don't know what that is. I just see some broccoli and carrots, so I'm already... Come on, Dave. I don't know. That looks like a lot of stuff that's not meat on the plate. That's all I'm saying. Where's the beef? Where's the fucking beef? Legit, where's the beef? If I'm looking for the beef, this is I don't know, man.
Emotional
James Taylor,
damage.
baked salmon and green beans. Well, good for you on the salmon. Green beans, I would ask you. I'm just curious. You know what I'm going to ask? I'm going to start asking, or I want people to ask themselves. Here's what you should be doing when it comes to your food. Why? You know how a 2 or a 3-year-old will just ask why for everything? Why? I'm just saying why. I'm not giving a judgment. I'm not punching you in the taint because you're eating something green. It's all good. You know, whatever. Your life, your mouth, your butthole, your stomach, your tongue. But I want to know why. I think people just eat things because, hey, this is green. I'm going to eat this. I'm just curious. I'm wondering why people eat these things. Because I stopped eating them because I asked why. And when you ask why a couple times when it comes to vegetables, you get into some really interesting territory where you realize, oh, this is not what it was cracked up to be. This is not really important. This is not essential. Seriously. Even just asking why a couple times. All right. And get rid of the plastic. So salmon, protein. Okay. Green beans. I say why. Just why. If you're eating something, there should be a reason why. Why are you eating that? Oh, because of this. Oh, because of the benefits of this. Why are you eating green beans? Just curious, because they taste disgusting. They taste gross. You're telling me that you got to put butter and salt all over it, and it's a crunchy salt and butter. Just why are you putting that in your stomach? I'm just curious. Why are you putting that in your stomach? If you give me some reasons that are actually beneficial, I'm getting the minerals that you can get elsewhere more efficiently. I'm not a fan of those things. Like lima beans, bruh. Lima beans, green beans, especially the chopped up green beans, right? Carrots. Get yourself some cow farts. All right. We're having fun. Nate Hovey. What the shit are we doing here, fam? What are we doing here, fam? What are we doing? It's Friday. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, Nate? Nate is eating. You probably want. You're going to call that a burger, right? So look at this. Look at this picture. What's wrong with this picture? Okay. You're probably going to want some burger with that. Okay. People are going to eat this and say, oh, I had a burger for lunch. Just saying. People are going to say I had a burger for lunch. You didn't, bro. You had some. I mean, if you're trying to carb up and you're eating, okay, fries, hash browns, or who knows what they're cooked in, whatever the fuck that green stuff is. That's broccoli. Fuck me. Is that just plain broccoli? Is there anything on? All right. If you're just eating plain raw broccoli, you should probably be in jail. Like straight to jail. Straight to jail. People that eat raw broccoli, there's some mental illness there. There's something there. All right, just trolling Nate a little bit. Where's the beef, dude? That's a hell of a lot of bun. I don't see any protein on that. I'm sure there's something supposedly in there. But again, I'm assuming you're eating out, so what's that cooked in? What are those potatoes fried in? What's that bun made out of? Lettuce and I'm just saying, people are eating all sorts of shit, and you're going to tell yourself that you had a burger for lunch. No, you had everything else and then like a sprinkling of burger. Make sure the food that's the best part of that meal is not the smallest part of the meal. I just look at this stuff and it's like, why not just get some good carbs? Why do you have to do all this to it? You're eating out. I just also don't understand the whole eating out thing. I've never really been into eating out. I have before, but less and less, and almost to the point of, why am I going to go eat somewhere when I can get better food at home? And a lot of times I'll go somewhere and I'll get fucking sick from it because it's not good. I've gotten sick. I got sick because we would go out and get a couple things that we like to get. I like raw oysters, but I got sick, and I'm not sure if it was the oysters or the shrimp, but I got fucked up. It's like, shit, I can't even go out to eat at like a regular place. I guess, there's always a risk with raw food, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it was. I haven't had issues with oysters before, but it could have been the shrimp. It's just, I don't care anymore. I don't want to go out and eat a steak. Why? I have delicious ribeyes that I cut myself in the freezer. We have them, we wrap them all up, right? We get a big log ribeye, and then, we thaw it a little bit and then slice it up, wrap it up, and put it back in the freezer and just take one out, ready to go. I'm cooking in tallow, cooking in butter, salting it right there. Boom, in my mouth. I cooked it my way, the way I like it. I touched it. I did all this stuff. I just don't want to go out to eat. Why would I go out and get a steak? I got to go out, park, probably pay for parking, sit there, wait, do all this other stuff, pay a tip, have to wait to get, served, smaller amounts. And then I'll go out to eat and it won't be enough food. So I'll have to get a side, and it's two people and this, and it's like 2 or 3 hours, which is not, if I'm out with Mama Swole, it's great. I love spending every moment with her, but it's do all that. Easily, if you're going out and getting steak, right, you're going to be paying, if you're going out to get steak at all, I would say at least $60 a person, right? $60 a plate. if you're eating steak, 30, 40 bucks for a meal, or 25, 30 plus a drink or whatever, 40, 50 bucks easily, right? 40, 50 bucks a plate minimum. Like if you're just eating the bare minimum plus tip, whatever. I'd rather just make it at home my way. I just don't understand people outsourcing their things. One of the most important things you can control in your life is food. That's one of the most important things that you can control, because you can't control many things. We talk about this all the time. You can't control most things. All right. Russell Sullivan, we got to move on. Ribeye with candied jalapenos. Interesting. That's
wow.
Candied jalapenos. That's curious. That actually sounds good. That sounds tasty. And Ryan Smith, you have the monkey emoji covering your eyes, and it looks like Ryan is fucking his whorish face with tacos. All right. Well, I'm going to give you that's a summary of Ryan's night. But at the same time, if you're going to make tacos and stuff, can you do it right? What I mean by that is, can you do it better? Or for me personally, hey, what if we do this thing where Mama Swole, she usually is the one that has the cravings. I feel like taco bowls tonight. And I was like, okay, but she'll do grass-fed beef, and she'll get raw, whatever, sour cream. And then she'll get raw cheese, and she'll have, she'll make grass-fed and finished beef, and it's great. So we just don't need, we'll have maybe there's some good, you want to get some natural organic tortilla chips that are cooked in, beef tallow and stuff. You might have a couple of those, because you really don't need a lot of it. You don't need like all that taco shell. You really just need a couple bites for that stimulation and for the balance and for that flavor. But we just do taco bowls. I just eat the meat with the rice and white rice. It's delicious. So you can definitely have those types of culinary, treats. But of course, if you're getting ultra processed flour and all the other preservatives and stuff that are in these taco shells, let's just say it's low quality beef, and you just have lettuce and some tomatoes that are sprayed with pesticides and this, that, and the other, and, cheese with colorings and stuff in it. Yeah, you're getting a lot of stuff, maybe some oils. What's it cooked in? So it's really the quality, right? It's really the quality. And I'm not gonna, I don't really care about tacos anymore, but the meat, a little cheese with this raw sour cream and some white rice is great. That's the Mexican meal. It tastes great, gets all those cravings, all the flavor profiles, this, that, and the other. So I just think people need to,
just
really focus on the nutrition,
the
food.
It's cold outside.
And I'm not telling people how to live. I'm just saying these are the same people. I'm not saying Ryan in particular, but he's covering his eyes. Hey, I know I shouldn't have been doing this. Then why are you doing it? Are you a child? Oh, I can't believe I'm going to show you tacos. It's like, why are you eating it if you know you shouldn't be eating it? See, if I eat Mexican food, if we do taco bowls, I'm not going to be, oh my God, I'm eating this. I'm going to tell you we had grass-fed beef and this, that, and the other. We ate these quality ingredients, and that's what I ate. I wouldn't even call it a cheat meal. It's just not something that we eat every day, because you just get tired of it. I don't want to eat that shit every day. But once in a while, if Mama Soy's in the mood and she wants to make that, okay, then we'll make this. But we're not doing the lettuce part. We're not doing that kind of stuff. And I don't like tomatoes. I think tomatoes are overrated. I know they're a fruit, but I think tomatoes ruin most things. Honestly. They ruin most things. Like, you put them in sort of like, let's say you're doing even if you're doing like some kind of guacamole. That's what we did. We do a guacamole dip. She'll do avocado and she'll mix them up, even like onions or whatever. But tomatoes, they just ruin everything. Very little maybe, but it's just watery and they get funky quick. It's just, and notice whenever you see people or in the news where they have food poisoning and listeria breakouts, it's always lettuce or kale or tomatoes or something. It's never beef. It's rarely beef. It's always from these, low quality vegetables. All right. Anyway, let's get into, that's the next one. All right. Let's get into a couple Swole fan posts. So let's get into the Swole fan posts. Reminder, these are all posts from inside the Swolenormous app. So join us, swolenormousx.com. Download the app. Your entire fitness experience in the palm of your hand. I'm telling you, it's awesome, and the community is blowing up. over there. I love the post. The community section is really popping off. I posted and I sent out a Swole text yesterday. When you're a member, you get access to Swole text and, of course, a Telegram chat and all that. But I let everyone know, make sure you go and you comment, respond. A lot of you have, so keep on doing that. We'll get into a couple of those responses right now. I asked you guys, what is the most important piece of advice, fitness advice? What's the most important piece of fitness advice you would give your younger self? What do you wish you knew when you started? So we'll read a few of these. We got a few responses and then we'll get into more. So make sure you go and comment on that. Even if you haven't already, we're going to do more of these as you respond. Thomas says, to slow down and take your time, you don't need to slam your body every day, 7 days a week. As Tony Horton said, Rome wasn't built in a day and neither was your body. When on your rest days or crazy busy days that you can't fit a workout in, do yoga or some mobility training. Lastly, enjoy the journey. I agree. I also say on crazy busy days and this, that, and the other, get it done. Get it done. Like, more people really just need to fucking get it done and prioritize it. And whenever there's an issue where someone's having trouble, I can't find the time, or I'm this, that, and the other, or I'm busy, or I have this, that, and the other, they list all the things that make them uniquely busy, as if other people don't have children and don't have a job and don't have this. And, if you prioritize whatever you put top on that list, whatever you put top on the list, that's what you are going to get done. Whatever you prioritize, whatever you put number 1, 2, 3, 4, that's going to get first blood. The rest of it's going to get pushed down to the bottom, right? If you leave your training for the end of the day, hey, I'll train at 4 or 5 o'clock. People that train in the evening are much more likely, I don't want to say across the board, because if you have an inverted schedule, you work evenings, maybe it's reverse for you. Okay, so put the exceptions to the rule aside. For most people that lift after work, that lift at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I would say in most cases, they're less consistent because it's easier for something earlier in your day to get fucked up and push your shit back. You're prioritizing sleep, okay, and sleeping in as much as you can and waking up and then going to work and then getting your lunch and doing all this stuff before your workout. So there's just more things that can go wrong that push your workout off or even to skipping it. But I guess you could say the same thing for the morning. If you do, I'm going to do it before work and you oversleep, well, I can't do it now. People make excuses everywhere is my point. Whatever you prioritize, you'll get done. People they have kids, job, whatever their schedule is, but you still make it to work on time. You still make it to work X, Y, and Z, but you can't fit your workout in. It's because you're putting your work before your health. You're putting your work before your body. So if you're able to make it to work, even with your crazy schedule, yeah, work is part of that schedule, but you're making it to work because you're prioritizing it, which is fine. It should be a priority. You need to make money. You need to provide for yourself and your family. That's how you buy food. You need to create value and provide value, and then you get paid with money. So, but that's your priority. So whatever you're doing, that's your priority. If you're fucking off, then fucking off is your priority. If you're watching TV and not training, then TV is your priority. So get your priorities straight. Whatever is most important to you, that's what you're going to get done. And then do those things better because you have to eat. But then if you're eating fast food, okay, well, you have to do that better. Eating is a priority, but do it well too. It's not just whatever you want to put in your mouth is, right? It doesn't all count. Cerny says, I wish I would have learned about the importance of nutrition and sleep. I made some pretty nice gains in my 20s, but all I can think about is, if I knew then what I know now, where would I be now? Miss Olympia? Wishful thinking. You mean the Masters? Cerny to be up there in the Masters competition. The classic. The classic. Aww. Indeed. Nutrition and sleep. I wish I knew more about sleep. I mean, I knew about sleep. I wish I actually fucking prioritized it. Holy shit. Going like my entire life. It's like 30 something years until I started taking care of my sleep properly. All the acne that I dealt with, or bloating, and just, just not sleeping at all. Not sleeping. sleeping, but my schedule was fucking awful. Now in the evening, all of a sudden the sun goes down after I'm done eating. I have my evening tea, and I'm like standing up. I'm like, I start yawning. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I have to be horizontal now. And it's like, take the dogs out quickly. I need to lay down. I don't even read in bed anymore. I lay in bed. I'm like, I don't want to look at anything. I'm out. All right. Niriel says, I wish I knew that being lazy doesn't help you with reaching your goals. Yeah, no shit. I got really into fitness after my accident. Wish I didn't have to get into an accident to start caring more about my health. That's wise words. I would have started sooner and worried about my health more. Well, good news. You don't have to worry about your health. You don't have to worry about it. You have to worry about things that you aren't taking action for. So understand that no one has to worry about health. You don't have to worry about it. People worry about things because they know they're not doing anything to solve the problem. So if we think back, like, hey, how do I take care of my health? I have to do these things. What can I do and prepare to do those things? You do those things. There's no need to worry. You're doing it. You can not waste the energy and stress by worrying about it because you're doing the things to fix it. So what else are you going to do besides, you're going to sit there and do nothing and be like, or do the things to solve it. And then you're like, or just do the things to solve it and chill out. You can't do anything aside from doing the things. That's it. That's all you can do. And this, what he said, I wish I didn't have to get into an accident to start caring about my health. I got a great card. Okay. Or 2 cards. Okay. When you're healthy, and it's a famous quote, I didn't make it up. When you're healthy, you have 10,000 needs. When you're sick, you have only one. When you're healthy, you have 10,000 needs. When you're sick, you only have one. And obviously that's to be healthy. So you have all these worries. You got bills, you got this, you got to make dinner, and so-and-so's got to take such and such to practice. And, you got to take the dog to the vet, and this, I got to get my tires rotated and blah, blah. But then when you have a headache or you feel sick and all of a sudden you're just like, oh my God, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. You don't care about any of that. You just want to feel not shitty. So take care of that now. And then when you're healthy, have perspective. I feel great. I have things to do. I have the same types of things that can cause people stress. I have the same types of things that everyone else has. Just because I'm on this side of the microphone doesn't mean I don't have things in my life that I deal with. I just continuously try to get better at how I react and how I deal with those things, because it's up to me if I let it bother me. I can just say whatever and chill out and make some gains, get some sun on my nips, eat some good food, get some quality sleep, focus on things I can control, and do whatever I need to do to handle this problem or issue and get rid of it. But it's really how I react to it. It's only whatever the issue is, it exists. I don't have to amplify it inside myself. And if you look back, and this is why meditation, it's not just meditation, it's just thinking about how things happened in the past. Go back to different periods and imagine the time. Think about the time when it was super stressful, when, oh my God, maybe it was a breakup, maybe it was something with school, and you were stressed out about doing X, Y, and Z, and it was so important. Oh my God, overwhelming. And you barely remember it now. You're like, I don't know, that was nothing. Who cares? You would probably love to go back to that time because then you're going back 10 years or 20 years. It doesn't matter. So project that into the future of today. Let's say you're stressed out about something and be like, this is just like the thing in the past that means nothing to me now, that's absolutely just irrelevant, was much more stressful than this is. It was much more serious than this, and it doesn't even fucking matter. So this doesn't matter either. Perspective. All right, let's do a couple more. We got a couple more responses. From Sheena. She says, to not wait until you feel like it to start. Feelings are irrelevant to make progress. You just have to get it done. Exactly. We kind of touched upon that already, so that's good. Joanne says, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can do half a workout because you ran out of time. You can modify a program to fit ability, your injury, etc. Your headphones are flat. Do it anyway. Headphones flat. Do it anyway. Is that a foreign term? Is that like one of those headphones does that mean your headphones are dead? You say they're flat? Is that like one of those kilometers? That's one of those kilometer things, right? The headphones are flat. How the Brits are like, I like your shoes. That's a nice piece of kit. That's a nice piece of kit. Look at that piece of kit. Yeah, it probably means that's probably like one of those kilometers. Yeah. Headphones flat. I like it though. It's a good term. Headphones are flat. Do it anyway. Partner not coming. Do it anyway. It does not need to be perfect to be beneficial. When you say, is your partner not coming? I picture Trump going, I'm going to come. I need that soundboard.
You switch the samples.
I'm going to come. That's correct. Thank you for sharing, Joanne. Oh, we got one from Reed. And Reed says, something I knew, or I wish I knew when I started. To start now, don't wait. Pay attention to recovery, sleep, and nutrition. And like Mark said, don't date her. Oh, got it. I'm going to come. All right, let's talk I think we're going deeper with Joanne. We're going deeper with Joanne. Let's go deeper. We got a post. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that Joanne action there. And let's take a look at that merch down there. Sorry, Joanne, I'm kind of zooming in on your tits, but I'm just going to, well, it is what it is. I'm going to slide it up. There we go. Awkward. All right, we got the Donald Pump there. We got the Donald Pump, so let's get a nice, there you go. Let's zoom out. Oops. Oh, no, no. There we go. I have my trackpad. I got to scroll. There we go. Slide it over. There we go. I feel like the podcast, when I'm like zooming these things in, it's like one of those old school animations. It's like, or what, Benny Hill. Because I like slide. Okay, I got to clean my trackpad. It's got vegan tears crusted all over it. All right, Joanne rocking Proof of Gym. That's a cool garage area with all those MMA mats and stuff. That looks like a real cool garage for training. Sweet Donald Pump merch too. Proof of Gym. The balance for work, life, family, and training is hard. That's what she said. Up at 5 a.m. Weights start between 5:30 and 6. I do washing and other chores bit by bit in my rest between sets. I ran out of time to finish Pull Alpha today as it was time to get my son up for hamstring yoga. Ooh, it was time to get my son up for hamstring yoga. He does BMX and karate, and his legs and lower back are super tight lately. 30 minutes of yoga, then breakfast, prep dinner, and get dressed for work. It's a lot to cram into a morning, and even with a plan, you don't always get everything done. But it doesn't matter as long as you're striving for your goals. Something is better than nothing at all. No excuses. Good for you. Look at that. This is a great follow-up to everything we're just talking about. Good stuff. Thank you for sharing, Joanne. And that's awesome, getting your kid involved with the hamstring yoga. Also, for your son, I would recommend wouldn't you guys recommend the mobility master classes too? The ankle, knee, and hip mobility master classes. So get him on that stuff too. I think everyone would agree. And I think what's also missing for most people, if you want to unlock your hamstrings, practice Nordic curls. I'm telling you, practice Nordic curls. Okay. Chrisanne, last one, and then we'll get into some deeper knowledge cock. We're going to push that bad boy in. Chrisanne says, and this is from the app again, join us, swolenormousx.com. I'm expecting to finish my first round of 90-day dash the last week of November. Go me. Good for you.
He's on fire.
She's on fire. Don't assume her gender.
Will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Exactly. 2 weeks later, I'll be traveling with no access to a gym for about a week. I don't want to have to take a week-long break, just a week or two into a new program. Oh, so you're not starting, so you don't have to stop. Looking for advice how to keep the momentum between programs. Random workouts for a few weeks, ? Take the 1 week break and just walk. Well, I don't know the full context. Traveling with no access to a gym for about a week. Like, what does that mean? Because you have day passes. You know, I'm just saying, if you're traveling, you go to a hotel, you can Uber to a local gym, pay for a day pass, and then Uber back. I don't know. I'm not saying it's the most convenient thing, but you can get it done. So, I mean, if you really don't have access to a gym, you could bring bands, you could do push-ups and pull-ups and isometrics. You could check out Swole Mastery, do some Swollen Sevens, do some just general body weight stuff, push yourself to failure, doing, inverted rows like between two chairs or, doing push-ups on the ground or dips. So, I mean, you could do some stuff. So, yeah, I wouldn't start a program that you have to stop for 2 weeks. But if you can get a day pass, you just do even once a week or just do a full body strength training workout. Because it also depends on what you're moving towards, what you're doing after the 90-day dash. Are you doing maximum swole? But yoga, Swollen 7 mobility. And remember, if you're traveling, bands are great for traveling. You could get stuff for the glutes too, because one of the things that really happens when you're traveling, you're sitting down a lot. So make sure you're getting your hip flexors. There's a lot of body weight exercise you could do for your adductors. You could do Copenhagen planks for your adductors and stuff for your abductors too. You could bring a loop band and do some lateral tube walking for your gluteus medius. You could do some single leg hip bridges. Like you can get your glutes rocking. You could do a little, and of course, it's not going to push you to failure. You're not going to necessarily build muscle, but it's going to definitely make you feel good. It'll mobilize you. You won't get stiff. And then when you come back, you ease into a new program. So I wouldn't say random workouts for a few weeks. You said 2 weeks later, I'll just be traveling. Oh, so you're going to finish. And then after 2 weeks, all right. No, okay. So now I'm reading this a little bit differently. So you're finishing. And then in 2 weeks, so no. What I would do at the end of the 90-day dash, I would just extend the last phase. So at the end of the 90-day dash, that's the swole phase. I would just repeat the last 2 weeks or the first week of that, or the first week of that last period. Or just keep doing what you were doing just extend it. Totally fine. So extend it. And then for that week, then you could take the week and maybe just do some mobility in the room. And then when you come back, you can even, like when you come back, you could even do the last week or two again. So you kind of get that momentum and then start the next program. It really depends on what the next program is, but I would just say extend it. Just repeat the last week or two. Just do the program. You finished it, but just extend it because you don't have to take a break and stop. This is why inside Swole Enormous X, it's not just do this program, it's over. It's all integrated. This is why I don't like things that just it says 90-day dash, and I always troll like 75 hard, but it's really 90 days, it's 365. You can repeat that, you can extend it. The whole idea is that you're not like, oh, I'm done, what next? It's like, no, keep doing it. Keep doing it. So that's the better answer. Continue. Extend it. Knowledge cock time. All right, here we go. Let's get into
what's in the box.
Questions. Drop in the comments. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Reminder that today's Swole card is Friday Gains Day. Drop that in the comments.
Fuck yeah!
All right. From Yun XXJ, whatever. How many carbs do you consume daily? I don't know. I adjust the carbs based on how I feel. So you really only need about 0.8 grams per pound of body weight for protein. Some people go up to a gram, but you don't really need more than that because remember, your body weight is not all muscle. So you don't have to eat protein for your fat. That's the problem. You step on a scale. Hey, I'm 215. You don't need 215 grams of protein. You don't need, why? You have like a lot of that weight, 70% is water. All right. And then you have bones. I'm not saying bones don't need protein, but I'm saying bones. You have blood vessels. You have body fat. You have organs. So yeah, protein's needed for these things, but people need to eat for their lean mass, right? Which counts. Bone is lean mass. It's considered, right? You're talking about like getting rid of the fat and, other stuff. So bottom line, people generally overconsume protein, but I would recommend adjusting the carbohydrates accordingly. So if I feel like I want to lean out a little bit, I usually would just adjust the carbs down a little bit. Or if I feel like, and a lot of times for me, if my strength is plateauing a little bit, I need to just cut back a little bit on the fat, add more carbohydrates. But I don't count, I don't measure. So if I feel good and I'm sleeping well, I do better with more carbohydrates, I've noticed, because I've slowly been bumping it up and my strength training is getting better, things are getting better. I think I was doing too low carbs and too much protein, probably just too much fat. If you're eating a lot of animal foods, it's very easy to get too much fat. And when I say too much fat, I don't really mean that it's bad, but it's very easy to just consume a lot of it. Because if you're eating, usually we're not eating 90 or 93 ground beef, we're eating 85%. So it's 15% fat, which is great. And then eggs, whole eggs, you're getting a lot of fat there. You know, your ribeye has a lot of fat. Raw dairy has a lot of fat. So you're getting a lot of fat. And I think people can overdo that and underdo, especially when you're strength training. And some people do better with more or less carbohydrates. I feel great with carbs. So I don't measure it, but I adjust it and I pay attention, because if my programming is good and I'm feeling like I'm dragging ass, that's a sign that could be lacking, not enough carbs. Error, Gabby loading. Let's talk about Gabby's load. Papa Solia, how can I physically glow up? Ooh, a glow up question. Oh, I got you, fam. I'm fairly strong and I eat well, but how can I show it to people? Well, let me give you that insight. There's a website. It's called, I want you to write this down, onlyfans.com. You could sign up for an account and you can put content, pictures, videos, and you can show people whatever you want, apparently. How can I show it to people? Show the gains. So I don't even know what this means. How can I physically glow up? I'm fairly strong and I eat well, but how can I show it to people? You're too fat? Is that what you're saying? Cool. Got to eat better. You're a female, so a couple things. Eating better, getting rid of all these toxins in your environment, all the lotions and body oils and, you know, all the plastics and all the estrogenics, birth control, these things that fuck women. Women especially are more susceptible to this because you are putting stuff all over your body, in your body, tampons and pads that are toxic, that are just, you know, polyester underwear and clothes and LED lighting. All these things are negatively affecting people's health. So if you're saying I'm fairly strong, I'm this, that, and the other, and I eat well, but how can I show it? I'm not lean enough. It's all these other habit factors that are not glamorous. People just want to go on Ozempic or get a body sculpting. You know, I want to pay. People will look. I always say it's not expensive and it's, you know, you can be healthy. But man, if I just shilled $1,000 for, like, if you do this, you'll get super sculpted. You know, this is if I was a shady loser piece of shit, I would make a lot more money because you could just sell people nonsense and they would just buy it. You could have $1,000 for some kind of like body sculpting, cool sculpting. It's going to just, you know, freeze the fat off your body. They'll pay for that, but they won't sign up for, let's say, a Swolenormous X membership, which is like a fraction of that. Because you have other personal responsibilities. You need to change your habits. It's much nicer to take a pill or go and have someone rub you down and pretend like that's doing it for you. So you need to, you say you eat well. Well, that I don't believe that, because most people don't. Most people that think they're eating well don't eat well. You know, this is like self-reporting shit, right? I'm fairly strong. What does that mean? Fairly strong sounds like average. So I want you to be super strong, and I want you to constantly be ameliorating and adjusting and adapting your nutrition. I want you to give a shit. So I don't want you to eat well. I want you to eat right for you, proper for you. Because thinking you're eating well is like, that doesn't mean anything. People think they eat well all the time, and they always tell me, and it's always shit. Right? Well, I eat a bowl of walnuts, and it's like, ew. TJD 19333, Papa Swolio. Got a herniated disc, can't lift how I'd like to while I recover/rehab. Any suggestions? Not medical advice. You know, most people have bulging or things or discs just over time. The whole point is you push it back in. And what I mean by that is a lot of times people get herniated discs over time. I'm not talking about impact injuries and stuff like that, but most people are just sitting. They're never doing extreme bending the other direction. They're not doing weighted Jefferson curls. They're not doing lateral bending. So what happens? The intervertebral discs just keep on getting slammed one direction, squeeze. And then eventually you have a bulging disc or a herniated disc. If you're strength training and moving and rotating and bending, you know, and flexing and extending and sideways, you're doing hypers, you're doing, cobras. You're doing all these things that are creating a lot of strength on all sides of the joint. It's like you're fluffing your pillows, dead hangs, decompression. So personally, if I have any issues, I'm fixing it by training. I'm not getting surgery. I'm not, rehab. Recover and rehab, you're doing that when you're healthy. So you're strength training the same way. Rehab and recovery type training is the same thing as regular strength training. It's just modified to what your limitations are because you already have a problem. So it's still strength training through a full range of motion. You just have more limitations because you have actual inflammation. It became a problem. So I have a lot of suggestions: yoga, mobility training, corrective exercise, therapy. Of course you can't lift how you like. You already have a fucking issue. So my suggestions are to train hard, but train properly, meet yourself where you are and fix these issues, but you have to really obsess over it. Whatever. I can't give too much detail because I don't have all the details. Cerny says to buy bull cream, scalp seed, and mane gains, people will think you look awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Aww. I agree.
Fuck yeah!
Plug it. Plug that shit. But I'm not saying go and lift heavy when you already have an issue because you can make it worse. All right. Sheena says, make sure you heal before lifting heavy again. Yoga and mobility were my saving grace when I was recovering from a herniated disc. Yeah, but I mean, heavy is relative, right? Heavy is relative. I mean, if you're doing side bends on a hyper machine, that's weighted. It's just with your body weight. There's still weight. You're just not holding additional weight, right? So even body weight exercises is weight. It's just, when you're doing a push-up, you're not lifting your shins as much as you're lifting your shoulders and your heart and your head, because of where the force is and where the movement arm is and all that stuff. Anyway. All right. Isabella Jose Ugarte. Papa Swole, I want to try to get an hourglass figure. What kind of workouts should I do? Jesus Christ.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
Lift weights and eat healthy and get rid of your inflammation and lift weights. An hourglass figure. So you want to train your legs and your glutes and you want to train your upper body. So you have that nice V taper. Is that what you're referring to? You should do strength training. Smitten Litton, do you like whey protein? Sure. I have an unprocessed, but it's unflavored, grass-fed and finished whey, no additives. So I do like it. I use it. Last one. Bam Drummer 4. What supplements would you suggest outside of meat?
Because
Meat supplement, meat. Liver, magnesium, vitamin D with K2, creatine, maybe glutamine for some people. Did I say magnesium? Magnesium glycinate. Salt. Just a few things. A few things to get you started. Yeah. All right. Looks like we're ready to move. No Ozempic. That's right. Deep. All right. That's deep indeed. Let's do this. We'll get into a No Kings video. We got one in the folder. I'm not sure what it is. Before we do, hit the like button. Those of you that are watching, we got many more people that could hit that like button. Rumble people. I hate to see so many more eyeballs than likes. We're about a 1-to-2 ratio. Let's get that. We have about half the people that hit the like button. It helps tremendously. We'll get more suggestions and recommendations if you hit the like button. So everyone hit the like button on YouTube or Rumble, wherever you did. Or if you're watching on one, head on over to the other and hit the like button on the other one. Fuck yeah, sniper that. This one's called Periods. So I guess I was saying yesterday, I don't care about these mentally insane people, but the world has no shortage.
Not everyone who has a period is a woman, and not all women even have periods.
That's a good soundboard. Not everyone who has a period is a woman. Well, yes. Anyone who has a period is a woman. And of course, some women don't get periods. They're called older women or people with very low body fat or fucked up nutrition and their cycles are jacked up. Right? I mean, it's like not all, anyone who has a penis is a man. A penis and a Y chromosome. Like you can't just skin graft your thigh onto your dick and blow it up with a balloon like a fucking tire. You'd be like, hey, it's a penis. But if you have a really tiny micro penis, you're still a dude. You're just not well endowed. Okay. Let's continue.
Not everyone who has a period is a woman, and not all women even have periods.
People are going to get mad at you in the comments for that.
Stay mad.
If that's taking you off, that's literally giving transphobia. Plus, there's...
It's giving. I hate the new slang. I fucking hate this. I want people to get off my fucking lawn. Yeah, I get it. I get the old grandpa, like, grumbling at the world. Everyone's fucking retarded. That's when you get to a certain age and you're like, oh my God, everyone's retarded. We talked about that before. You look around and you're thinking, holy shit. There's a moment. We've talked about this before. There's a moment where you essentially become your parents' age, right? I guess it's like you have kids, you get into your late 30s, 40s, whether you have kids or not, or you kind of, you're shifting. I mean, people have kids, earlier. But when you level up, even if you have kids, sometimes you just get to that certain age. It's even just overall life where you look around and you see everyone else and you're like, oh, this is where my parents were when I was this age. And you think about it like, wow, they were right. Wow, I was really an asshole to them. Or you think about these things, or oh, I shouldn't have put the dishwashing detergent in the gas tank. That really sucked. My dad had to pay all that money. Fuck. And you're like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do that. But you just look around, you're like, oh my God, everyone's retarded. And then you realize, holy shit, the entire world, no one knows what's going on. And you're like, oh boy. You try not to think too hard about that because then you realize how everything's hanging by a couple strings. Our society's so fragile. All right.
Plenty of cis women that don't have periods because of menopause, medical stuff, or whatever.
Meaning women. If anyone calls you a cis woman to your face, you have the right to slap them. And be like, no, you retarded. There's no such thing as a cis woman. You're just a woman.
Case may be.
No, exactly. This is literally my point. This is why it makes way more sense to say menstruators or people with periods instead of...
Oh, we did this shit fuck in the past. Menstruators? Menstruators. I love it. Menstruators. Men. Yeah. I love how it has the word men in it. I love it.
Or people with periods instead of automatically saying women or girls.
I mean, it's not even woke. It's just accurate.
I mean, it's woke and
it's woke, it's communist, it's Marxist, and it's retarded. So it's all those things.
Accurate, and that's not a bad thing.
Okay, but you know who hasn't caught up to that yet?
Don't say it.
The drugstore aisles.
So much pinks and florals.
How will the women know it's for women?
It has to be pink. Luckily, there's one brand that won't misgender you when you're on your period.
Yep. Aisle, the brand who makes sustainable leak-proof underwear for every body.
With gender-affirming styles and inclusive language so you can bleed in peace.
I started...
I hate this so much.
Using Aisle back in December, and I can't do a period without them because your girl's got a heavy flow and they're that good. I never stain my sheets anymore.
Same. And if you want to give them a try at home, you can use our code Queer Collective for 15% off.
Visit periodaisle.com.
Are there any women here today?
Okay.
Shut up, bitch!
Hashtag Friday Gains Day. Friday Gains Day. We got another video, unfortunately. This one is called another one. We got another one from No Kings. Let's check it out.
So what brings you out today?
No King's Day.
And why specifically are you out supporting No King's Day?
I think protest is important.
Why are you protesting?
How much time do you have?
Couple minutes. And what's the main reason you're out here protesting President Trump?
I agree with a lot of the decisions that are being made.
Like
Is
what?
there any decision in particular you disagree with?
Okay, so I would start with, well, I don't even think it's appropriate for me to have this interview.
What? I don't think it's appropriate for me to have this interview. She has no idea. Understand that this woman made a poster, right? Took the Burger King logo and put in the bun, put in the meat portion of the Burger King logo. Say no to kings. Okay. Say no to kings. What are you protesting? You could just said Trump being a king, because he's not. Literally didn't have an answer. Literally did not have an answer. Why? How about one? Because I don't agree with a lot of the decisions. Is there any decision in particular? Like what? In other words, like just like what? Like what? Name one. I don't think I should be having this conversation. It's just like you don't even. This woman made a poster. Didn't take off from work because she doesn't work, obviously. Is down there, wherever she is, whatever city that is. Is it Philly? Whatever, who knows? Protesting something that they have no idea why they're there. Imagine going somewhere with a sign, you have nothing better to do. You have no idea even why you're there. If you go to the supermarket, you're going to get food. If you're going to the gym, you're going to work out or to swim or to play racquetball or whatever, right? Play basketball. Okay. If you're going to a college, you're going to class. If you're going to a baseball game, you're going to a baseball game to be entertained. You're going to the movies. You don't go somewhere like, what are you doing here? I don't know. Imagine asking someone at the supermarket, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Shopping? What are you shopping for? Imagine, like, what do you, like, oh, I'm buying groceries. Obviously, you fucking idiot. I'm in a supermarket. Oh, what are you buying? It's like pushing an empty cart around the supermarket. What are you getting? I don't think I should be having this conversation. What's one thing that you're buying? It's like, name one thing. Just one thing that you're going to buy. Let's see. Ellie says, I'm going to the next protest with a sign that says I'm surrounded by retards. Have you seen the people that walk by? They have the metal scanner, and it says retard finder. And they walk by the protesters and they go beep, 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 beep. Just say, you're all retards. Just say like, I'm with retard, and just put arrows and just stand there like this. Everyone around me is retarded. Yeah, I'm going to make that shirt. Yeah, that's a shirt. Buftanjai. Best organ meat to buy and eat. Liver. Liver. Get yourself some liver, big dowk. Yeah, go to notretarded.com. Look, notretarded.com. Wear this shirt to the next protest. We're gonna get some more. We're gonna get some more retard merch. More retard merch, fam. Before we give away this, actually, let's give away this Swole card, and then we're gonna do 2 throwbacks. Make sure these are not old. Wait, we did this one. Okay, get pissed off. Oh, we got one. We got one. Okay. All right, let's do the Swole card, and then we'll give away the... We'll give away the Swole card, and then we'll do a throwback. Friday Gains Day. Friday Gains Day. Yeah, we'll have the... We need to expand the retard collection. Scroll. Scroll. Today's winner is Tanya. Congratulations. Whoa, got all sorts of stuff on the bottom there. Tanya, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swolecard 3459 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations. Yay. Congratulations, Tanya. Excellent. Send us that email and we'll get you the Swole card. Fantastic. Now, let's do a throwback Beaches.
Weight stigma can literally kill you.
What?
Not only is there a lot of evidence that literally like the stress itself of weight stigma, and any type of stigma, by the way, that's so stressful on our nervous system, it makes us more sick.
It's so stressful on your nervous system. Does she understand that she can control that? If you're getting more sick, that's your fault because you're stressing yourself out. That's on you.
And then something that's even worse is that because of weight stigma, fat people aren't taken as seriously when they go to the doctor.
No one's taken seriously if you're like, no, I'm not, that's not why I'm fat. Tell me why, doctor. And the doctor's like, well, you're morbidly obese. No, that's not why. Tell me the other reason. It's like,
They're more scared to go to the doctor because they're not taken as seriously. It's a very vicious cycle. A lot of the time when you go to the doctor, you're just told that all of your problems are because you're overweight, which is flabbergasting. I swear that's going to be one of the things we look back at.
What are you, retarded?
No, that's not going to be something. We'll look back on why were people forced to take experimental gene therapy and stay inside. All right, fam. Thank you for being here. One thing that's really important as we head off into the weekend, we will have some Swolosophy. Weekend Swolosophy will be up, so we'll have an episode for the weekend, and we'll get into some trending shit, talk about some things that are maybe trending in the Swole fam. So make sure you keep on posting up in the community. Got a bunch of posts. We're going to have a lot of great stuff that we're coming at Monday's show. Is going to be epic because we got a lot of posts in there. Make sure you go in the community, hit the like button, hit the hearts, leave a comment. Leave a comment on every post, go through there, respond. I know a lot of you jump in in the comments often, so appreciate that. But hit the hearts, show Swole fam some love, post up yourself, post a picture. Let's get after it. Congratulations to Tanya for winning today's Swole card. And let's see, merch, new merch over at papaswolio.com. Obviously, on Monday, we had some new drops. We have an epic one, of course, as we always do, coming up this next week. Really excited for that. We got the hair and body care bundles. We got 20% off the entire site. And we're coming up next. Is it Friday? Is Halloween actually on a Friday? Let's see. Ooh, oh man. Halloween's literally on a Friday this year. Wow. All right, so rock it well, any of the Halloween merch. We got a lot of stuff for spooky season. Fuck your candy corn. Look at these designs, man. Look at these designs. Let's bring this up before we bounce out. Pumpkin Spice, Jack-O-Lantern, Pumpkinhead Go the Fucking Gym, Beetlejuiced, Gym Busters, Swolio Family, Rick and Morty, Frankenstein, Fuck Your Candy Corn, Michael Swolio, Shreddy Krueger, Nightmare Before Swolemas, Scooby, Go to the Fucking Gym, Jacked Sparrow, Swoler Things, Swole Signal, more Frankenstein, Harry Squatter. Damn, so good. Body by Breast Milk. Look at these new drops. Body by Breast Milk. Fuck your resolutions. We all lift down here. Swole Ferratu, ET Phone Gym. Fuck your candy corn. Only you can prevent obesity. Creatine Barrel, Main Gains merch, Scalp Seed merch, Bull Cream merch, the Not So Little Swole Made. Man, best merch in the game. Go check it out. And we are adding to it. NotRetarded.com. We're adding to the merch. We're adding to the absolute treasure trove of merch this coming week. So don't nobody go nowhere. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe, share with your friends. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, leave a 5-star review. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time. Peace, Magoose, Deuce, Magoose. Yeah, boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you made, that's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons.